All right. So today I'm setting up this beautiful video where if you beat one of these all-time teams by another all-time team, you get to steal their best player. So if the Hawks play the Cavs or the Heat in the first round and they beat the Heat somehow, they would take LeBron onto the Hawks. We're gonna see which team has the most dog in them. Shout out to this dude right here, Denny2K. I seen this pop in my recommended. I thought it was a great idea. I made it in all-time format. So you know, if they take away Stockton from Malone, well, I guess he's still Karl Malone if that means anything. Couple finals losses and a criminal record. But first, I gotta simulate to the playoffs to actually see what happens. Also, there's no salary cap, no trades, no injuries, no nothing. It's just me trading the players to the other team. Here's the all-star teams in case you cared. Shout out to Bob Pettit. Season over, Larry Bird wins MVP. Tiny Archibald, 6-man. Bill Russell, DPOY. Zion Williamson, most improved player in those Pelicans Hornets jerseys they're wearing, though, not Pelicans, whatever. And Rasheed Goodrich. I have no clue who the hell this is. Coach of the year. Here's All-NBA first team. The second team. How's the first team looking, actually? Bill Walton was good. He's definitely had some runs in some of these all-time videos. Second team and the third team that's kind of looking like the first team. There was no rookie teams, and as the play-in is going to conclude, and no, the play-in does not count for this. Here's a look at what's going on. Now, obviously, the Lakers will be the heavy favorites. They very often are in videos like these. They have, you know, Shaq, Kobe, Magic, Kareem, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, some of the greatest duos in Lakers. Oh yeah, LeBron and AD. Wilt at like the 13th man, but they only won 53 games. So the Celtics 68. They were the team with the coach of the year. The Bob Cousy, Bill Sharman, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Dave Cowens. Bill Russell's on the bench right now. They're on crazy lineups, but does it really matter is the question. Even Jason Tatum's here. And the much expected worst teams are the Charlotte Hornets, who barely have a 90 overall player. They got 2-3 of them. And the Memphis Grizzlies, who their second best player tied for it is Ja Morant. It's just Ja Morant. But all these teams you see outside of the top 8, they will not be in contention to potentially losing any players this year. All these guys will. Before we go any further, I want to shout out to the sponsor of this video, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best place to play daily fantasy sports. Available in over 30 states. And use the code CLIQUE. You get 100% back up to $100 your first deposit. To be 19 or older to play, age restrictions do vary from state to state, and please play responsibly. Would you look at that right here? Nikola Jokic, they got a free square, 0.5 points. Only scores 1 point. That's a nice, easy free square right there. First game in the finals, the Heat made it, and obviously it's been a very weird past few weeks. These teams playing each other for the first time. Caleb Martin's rebounds are at 7. I'm gonna go with less because he doesn't usually grab, 15 rebounds like he's prime Dwight Howard. Gabe Vincent 12.5 points. I like Gabe. I think he's gonna end up being a backbone for them this series. Also, Duncan Robinson 8.5 points for sure. More than that, yeah. And lastly, just too enticing to not take. Let me get Aaron Gordon 0.5 3-pointers made. He just has to make one. And I'm putting 25 down. You put 25 down, you can win up to 250 with 10 times the amount. Or correct, you could double your amount, and so on and so forth. Thank you to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. Remember to use the code CLIQUE. You get 100% back on $100 your first deposit. To click in the link in the description. And now to get back into the video. Oh wow, I did not. Oh, stop. I did not realize the Hawks are about to get swept. And guess who they got swept by? By my New York Knicks. I'm actually trying to jump into all these games, but hey, first game, first mishap. And you know what? The best player, Dominique Wilkins. Welcome to New York. Oh, you know what? One thing I did forget to do. I'll keep things civil as well. You guys can have Charles Oakley. Sorry, Charles Oakley. You did get banned from the Garden. I met him a couple times. He's a cool guy. Instead of making every player 19, I'm putting them to 19, then back up to 25. I've never tried this before, but this is so that players don't get like unreasonably much better than they already were in real life. I don't want guys, hitting a new peak. Like that tends to happen a lot when I make them 19. Why not try this? But it won't just be 25-year-olds in the league. You see, for the teams that are trash and will inevitably be trash, the draft classes are coming in. Victor Wembanyama, Brandon Miller. Hell, I use the normal all-time team, so maybe I'll even throw Charles Barkley and Reggie Miller into one of these. So back to the game plan here. The Knicks now have Dominique Wilkins at 96 overall. He might actually start over Melo. I guess it's reasonable. And in one of the most wildest, a very wild turn of events, the Denver Nuggets might sweep the Lakers in the game like how they did in real life. The pass to Alex English, he's oh my god, they have an almost full big man lineup, and Alex English is currently isoing Wilt. He takes a layup and he makes the layup over Wilt. Alex English, the greatest scorer of the 80s, led the 80s in points, and he gets another bucket right there just in 2023. Magic Johnson back up to the way. They call a timeout for the Lakers. Kobe Bryant now trying not to get eliminated by the Lakers, just like how by the Nuggets, like how LeBron did this year. And oh my god, the craziest fishbowl of all time. Alex English passes it to the left. Fat Lever, not a 3-point shooter. Why? Because he's old. Jokic is against Shaq, and Fat Lever's gonna take it. Oh my god, Fat Lever with the big man dunk around Shaq to tie the game up again. An all-time classic. Magic Johnson versus his 80s opponent. Not much of an opponent. The Nuggets weren't the greatest. I don't know. I actually don't know if they made any deep runs, but Shaq easily dunks over Jokic. Alex English back up the other way. English between the legs. Back left against Elgin Baylor. They kind of, I could imagine. Oh my god, what a bucket. I could imagine that Alex English English and would idolize Elgin Baylor. They had pretty similar games. A lot of 80s guys, you know what I'm saying, wings probably idolized him, like the Bernard Kings, the, oh my God, Magic, spin and lay. The Bernard Kings, the Adrian Dantleys, the Mark Aguires, you know. Real niche stuff. Fat lever down to Alex English. Alex English in the post again. He pump fakes it. He gets stuck. He's going to pass it back out to Fat. Fat over to Issel. Issel to Thompson. Thompson now back to Lever. Fat Lever again taking the initiative. Fat Lever to the basket. He's going to fade away and Green over Magic. Fat Lever is in his bag. Kobe Bean, the layup and the N1. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bean at the line. He misses the free throw. Very, very uncharacteristic by Mr. Bryant. Pass over to Thompson. Thompson all the way, and he gets the N1. He could take the lead. 34 seconds left, and the Nuggets once again looking to sweep the Lakers. Thompson, he greens it. Kobe Bean, 30 seconds left. He spins. He goes towards the defense. Thompson with the height advantage, and Magic for three. He bricks it, but Shaq, the rebound and putback is good. What a beautiful shot by Shaq, saving the team potentially. They're up by one now. Denver not really with their backs against the wall, but for this game they are. Issel, the pass into English. And Alex English, he'll get the screen on the right side, probably from Issel. There it is. Issel and English, the 80s ran back. And English all the way. He passed it out to Jokic. 8 seconds left. Jokic isoing. Nope. Back out to English. English is going to go again. 4 seconds. Alex English kind of not in his range. He misses. He had the layup. He didn't have to do that. Now, this would be insane. The Bulls will keep the Pacers off their backs, but if they lose this, they're down 3-2. If they lose this series, they lose Michael Jordan. The Houston Rockets are down by 3 to Sacramento, and they're down 3-1 in the series. Stojakovic and Oscar. Now, obviously, the Kings I would expect will be the disadvantaged team in the series, but it's not looking like it right now. Look at that. DeMarcus Cousins out rebounding. I mean, probably did. Oh, well, actually, never mind. I saw Hakeem is the one guarding him. Or I'm actually not sure. He's guarding Jerry Lucas. DeMarcus is guarding Yao Ming. It's all over the place. Hakeem's going to get into the post. And Hakeem, is, as he gets blocked, and the rebound by Jerry Lucas, keeping it in bounds. As Nate Tiny Archibald, the 6-man of the year, passed over to Boogie. Boogie drives in on Clyde Drexler, and Boogie getting in his bag. You know, his favorite player was Melo. He's trying to be like Melo. Shout out to Melo. He just retired. And oh my God, Boogie with the layup. And the Kings are looking like they're about to steal, I believe, Hakeem Olajuwon, I would assume. Clyde back down to Hakeem. Do you want to still be on the Rockets? Maybe. They're letting Oscar cook, but he's getting his way off. They fouled eventually. Why did they keep 30? They changed it from 27 to 34 seconds? Because I don't know. Calvin Murphy, who I believe is 5'9". And the steal by the Kings. Boogie Cousins on the break. DeMarcus with the dunk, and that is it. The Sacramento Kings, Mitch Richmond, Oscar Robertson, and Wayne Embry in this game have defeated and eliminated the Houston Rockets. Just our second elimination in all these series, much closer than the Knicks one. The Lionel Simmons, you will now be a Rocket, and Hakeem Olajuwon has joined Oscar Robertson. By the way, obviously, in case you haven't caught on, the players are now on the teams that have just advanced. And this one, I'm not even gonna, you know what, I will jump into it. This will more than likely in this video be the last time you see, if he's even on the court. He is on the court. He's over there. LeBron James in a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey. Man, y'all got it, man. I just wanted to see LeBron in the jersey one last time. The Celtics have won the series. Larry Bird, you know, LeBron had probably the best game, and that is it for the Cavaliers. LeBron James is about to commit a cardinal sin. Hey, I guess we're sending Ray Allen to the Cavs. He is the lowest ranked player in the rotation. He is now the second best player on the Celtics behind Larry Bird. Wonder how they figured that out. You know, maybe you could just put one at the 4. Sorry, Kevin McHale. The already 60-win team has just taken, you know what I'm saying? You saw it. And another not so, you know, insane one. The San Antonio Spurs have defeated the Clippers. Does that mean what I think it means? I don't know if I've ever allowed this to happen in a video, but it will be today. No, it's not gonna be Bob McAdoo. The San Antonio Spurs now have two Kawhi Leonard. They have double Kawhi all the way. Same age now. One's a shooting guard, second position. One's a power forward. Probably the Clippers one. Oh, never mind. The what's it called? This one's a power, whatever. Yeah, he's on the Spurs now, both of them. I mean, there's still a third one out there somewhere. The Lakers are trying to fight back yet again. I just seen them make a nice little late game comeback, but once again they are facing elimination and the loss of Kareem, Magic. I don't even know who their best player is. Oh, Melo gets it. Melo over Kareem. He gets fouled. Probably would get a decent amount of foul calls with a really tall team. It would. Oh, Melo bricks the free throw, and Melo, he barely makes the second one. 81%. Shout out to Kobe. Anthony Davis is shoved in with the big man, the 4 spot for the Lakers. Lakers. And they got Magic Johnson and Shaq running a little fake pick and roll, a pick and slip kind of. And O'Neal, Shaq, oh, he backs him down, pass it out to Kobe, first time in history, and rebound by Dan Issel. The pass over to Carmelo Anthony. Maybe Shaq shouldn't have passed it out and, you know, kept cooking the double team. I don't know. Because Melo could end the game right here, right now. Melo to the basket, back out. Nikola Jokic, bang. The two-time MVP, the current, maybe soon to be champion. It might not happen. I don't know. 120-115. Denver up by 5 with 30 seconds to go, and they're about to steal. Man, Jokic, you might have just earned yourself a bench spot, buddy. The pass into the corner. Kobe Bryant is going to drive. He's going to, try fake a fadeaway, hit the layup, but it still should be over regardless as long as they don't sell this. Pat Lever just made a 26% free throw. This might be rigged. We're about to see the last seconds of one of these men in a Lakers jersey. Down to Shaq. Will it be you? I don't even know who it possibly is. Oh, man, they keep scoring. I'm going to just shut up. 5-point win. Kobe had 17. Melo had 29. Jokic had 27. The dynamic duo, the number 15s, they both have 15 on. Look at that. We could all just restore. Honestly, like, this is, I think I might have mentioned this recently. I don't remember if it was on this channel or whatever, but I've seen teams retire. Matter of fact, Cade Cunningham is currently wearing number 2, and this is a little bit different because it's not a player, it's a coach. But Chuck Daly, they retired that number for him because I think because of the 2 rings they won. Man, good thing the Bulls won in Forest Game 7. Well, maybe because Michael Jordan would stay, but I actually just forgot to put a player on the Denver Nuggets. Now, moment of truth, Magic Johnson is going to be taking Fat Lever's starting spot, I mean, and Marcus Camby, trust me, and not even Wilt plays over there, buddy. You will not be playing. They will be starting Magic alongside Melo, David Thompson, and Jokic, and probably Alex English, Dan Issel. And then an absolutely insane turn of events. As a matter of fact, I'm about to take the last shot with them. They're down by 13. Who cares? Michael Jordan, this right here will be his last shot as a Chicago Bull. And I just realized, wait, hold on. Move out the way, Jerry Sloan, real quick. Little size up real quick. Okay. Yep. Oh, go left and then go. You know what? Dunk on. Dang, I missed the dunk. Bob Love bucket. Michael Jordan, you are going to almost as bad as Shanghai. Indiana. I'm sorry. I have no clue what Indiana's like. I seen them videos like, oh man, it's probably a bad example, but I've seen videos like Gary, Indiana, where like Freddie Gibbs and Michael Jackson are from. Sorry, I just pulled up Freddie Gibbs before Michael Jackson, and it's supposedly it's nasty, man. And I forgot to put Jordan on the Pacers, but I'm about to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The Warriors just smoked the Trailblazers. Michael Jordan traded for Mark Jackson, 85 overall Mark Jackson. He is far and away. I don't even know how. They don't even have Reggie. So I mean, hey, this is solid payback, I would say, or a solid, this is like with interest, you know. Thanks. Sorry, Iguodala, 84 overall bastard. I don't know how I'll fit with this team, but Clyde Drexler, actually, he's substantially better than Klay Thompson and Paul Arizin. I'm pretty sure is here. Oh no, Paul Arizin's a small forward. Yeah, so he will be now the starting shooting guard for the Golden State Warriors. He was a 97. I think it would have been way funnier to have Dame go over there, but he's the 3rd best player, so wouldn't even be close. And the 76ers smoked the Pistons. It was pretty close. I think they might have been down 3-1, honestly. So I was already preparing to put either Dr. J or Iverson, I believe, are the 2 best players on this team. Isaiah Thomas will be joining the Philadelphia 76ers alongside Allen Iverson. They might start one, bench one. They might start both. Who knows? But either way, it'll work. And sadly, I had to trade Mo Cheeks, who won multiple championships with them, over Ben Simmons because he was the lower overall. Maybe your day will come. It might even be next round. Now we got the Warriors with Clyde Drexler against the Spurs with 2 Kawhis. The Knicks with Wilkins against the Sixers, who have Isaiah off the bench. That's fine. Let me see real quick. What would AI be at the 2? Yeah, see, I had a feeling, even though he's usually a 2, I know in 2K, I mean, I guess they made him a 1 and in the all-time teams. I was just playing with Iverson. Matter of fact, oh my God, I was cooking some dude. Look at the shots I was hitting with Allen Iverson in this game. I was just playing Play Now Online, right? By the way, I'm about to revive the I'm Clique channel. You about to see a lot of stuff like this. Hold on. Meme bucket. Tyler Hero, where are you going? This might be a bad look for the NBA Finals. Maybe you shouldn't come back from the injury. And then yesterday, I was playing a player lock game, and I dropped 55 with Shea on some team. My whole team quit, and I smoked this team. Their team quit at the end. They were around. Oh yeah, and the Pacers with Michael Jordan against the Celtics, who are benching LeBron. Honestly, they have so many good players that I don't know if I can interfere with that. And lastly, the Hakeem Olajuwon-led Kings against the Magic Johnson-led Nuggets. And sadly for the Nuggets, that is a Kings sweep. Sacramento having a great year. They made it to the playoffs for the first time in 2 millenniums, and now they have Hakeem Olajuwon, Oscar Robertson, Mitch Richmond, leading them to the conference finals. And the Boston Celtics are about to sweep the Indiana Pacers. And you know what these 2 things mean, man. And I just ran it over my head, and I'm like, man, maybe I should shouldn't do this. Maybe I should just let the teams, you know, just do first round only. Maybe I'll come back and do that one of these years, probably in like 2027. But, you know, honestly, I want to see the most dominant teams, and if teams can ever dethrone them. That's kind of the point here. That means that along with LeBron James, see you, Jason Tatum, the Celtics have also stolen Michael Jordan. Now that I was thinking about putting LeBron at the 2 so we could start, but now I definitely can't. Michael is there. And hey, shout out to my New York Knicks. I don't know if they'll be able to beat the Celtics, but we'll see if they got that you know, enough dog. They're going to smoke the 76ers in a 5-game series. And actually, Moses Malone was the best player on the Sixers by an overall. Now, obviously, if players are retired, I'm just going with the player who's above the other one, you know? But Moses Malone was a whole overall above Iverson. I didn't even think about him. I don't know why I didn't. He led them to the ring, him and Dr. J. Spurs and Warriors not giving me an entertaining one just yet, but they will be facing in Game 7 again. And the Golden State Warriors have eliminated the Spurs. Hey, San Antonio, you get to keep those 2 Kawhis, but guess who you don't get to keep? This stale-faced bastard. But he don't be saying nothing. But he is going to be in the backcourt now next to in the front court next to Wilt Chamberlain and Kevin Durant. We now have some powerhouse matchups. Maybe this one the lesser of the two. Definitely the lesser of the two. Moses Malone still isn't even starting yet. They actually are putting LeBron over Bird, and they're starting Jordan. So they have LeBron, Jordan, Bird on the bench, Paul Pierce on the bench. The whole league. Bill Russell on the bench too, by the way. Against the Knicks, maybe Richie Guerin is just a dog. And the Warriors against the Kings. Steph Curry, Clyde Drexler, Kevin Durant, Tim Duncan, Wilt. Honestly, I don't know if the bench will match up against the Celtics bench, but they might be better than the Celtics starting lineup wise. Thing is, like, the Celtics, they just have so many old bastards. Like, I'm not saying that. Honestly, you could even argue, you know what I'm saying, Bob Cousy or whoever. Oh my God, the Knicks are cooking them. Oh my God. What the hell? What? You know what? This is like 90s Knicks infused. We had like the Ninja Turtles and pizza and yo, I'm not even gonna jump in. The Boston Celtics have just been swept by the New York Knicks. My team is, I don't know how this is possible. There's no way for me to rig this. I'm controlling every single team. And crazily enough, they're gonna keep LeBron and Jordan. Larry Bird is the highest overall player on the team, even though he was on the bench. And you know what? They just smoked him with Larry Bird still on the team. See ya, Julius Randle. Don't know how the hell you got on there. I mean, I guess you kind of deserve it. And yeah, there you go. The Knicks are going to the finals with Walt Frazier, Larry Bird, Dominique Wilkins, Moses Malone, Patrick Ewing leading the team, Willis Reed. How are they even doing this? How did they just smoke the go to the NBA semifinals, which is a stupid name for this? Patrick Ewing, 21 points. Dominique helped him out a lot. Larry, I just traded Larry Bird, so now they're getting confused. He started in 2 of the games though for the Celtics. And speaking of the Celtics, what the hell went wrong for them? Or did nothing go wrong? I don't know. Bob Cousy, mediocre play. John Havlicek, Paul Pierce, very bad, under 40%. That is their rotation. Kevin Garnett doesn't even play. And I guess at the end of the day, these are all-time teams for a reason. And easily the most unexpected matchup of all the possibilities is going to be facing off the finals. Walt Frazier against Oscar Robertson, the old, 60s, 70s eras dudes. And Wilt Chamberlain will be joining the Sacramento Kings alongside Akeem Olajuwon. Sorry, De'Aaron Fox. And Magic Johnson. That is it. And Oscar Robertson. They're insane. They're insane. A lot of people would say this even mirrors real life. How, a lot of people wanted to see the Celtics and the Lakers and everything. And hell no, you get in the Heat and the whatever the hell. And the Nuggets. And we're getting the Knicks and the Kings. I've seen this finals memed about, honestly, in my timeline over the years. And now we've actually got it. What's crazy is they could be starting Magic at the 3. Screw them. Now I'm going to show my Knicks bias. I'm not going to change it. It didn't change anything for my team. We got Dominique Wilkins off the bench, don't we? Yes, we do. Shout out to Dave DeBuscher. First game's going to go to this beautiful Sacramento roster. Oscar with 26 and 13. The Knicks take the second one. Hey, thank you, Chris Haynes, for referring to him as Clyde. I appreciate that. Kings take one to go up 2-1. Wilt had 23 and 12. Another close but also far win by New York and Moses Malone. Yeah, I forgot he was on the team for a second. It is a huge game. Game 5. Take a 3-2 lead. It'll be Sacramento by 10. Wilkins had 29, but the more well-rounded effort from Sacramento. And with potential to end this matchup entirely, we've got to see these teams play. The Knicks now trying to force a Game 7. Backs against the wall. They got Moses in here. They got Wilkins. Oh my, what an awful pass by Malone. Buddy's playing with his head cut off. Pass over to Oscar Robertson. Back to Johnson. Magic down to Olajuwon. Olajuwon on the post. Hakeem. The block by Malone and the rebound by Richie Guerin. Up to Frazier. Oh, Clyde Frazier all the way. He'll dunk it down. A rare occasion. Clyde was more known for his, fast break layups and steals and passes, and also having one of the greatest Game 7s in final history. So, I mean, hey, this is canon. Oh, Oscar, he gets fouled and makes the N1. That is a 99 overall man you're messing with, or at least 98. They still been, oh, and that's Mitch Richmond. Okay, I was like, is that Ron Harper? How the hell did he get it? I saw a bald head. I've played a lot of like games with the Bulls team, the 90, whatever the hell, 90, any of them. Frazier now. ISO in, open, pass it down to Malone. Malone in the post. He's staying a little bit close to that baseline. A drop step would work nice here, or that, which does not work. Hakeem stops him at the rim. Oscar Robertson back the other way. Both of these teams have had pretty miraculous runs, and Oscar will pass it over to Mitch Richmond for three, and that might be game. They are up by 7 with 125 to go. Clyde Frazier goes right. He passes it down to Moses, and he gets the dunk over Hakeem. They didn't have many battles because, you know, Moses was very old by the time Hakeem was cooking. Heard a lot of Charles Barkley stories about Moses, you know, when he was very old, giving him good advice, but that's about it for the late 80s, mid 80s. And Hakeem, the fadeaway is off, just barely. They might still have some, you know, life left in them. They got Dominique and Larry out here with Moses and Richie Guerin. Richie Guerin trying to do something. I don't know. Pass it down to Malone. Moses, the block by Hakeem. Hakeem, one of the most devious God tier in-game players. And another block by Moses. A little bit shorter, a little bit less intimidating, but he's still a dog. Clyde Frazier will go down and force an N1. 41 seconds left. Hopefully they don't foul, but they probably will, because I don't get any of my hopes and dreams in this game. Clyde makes the free throw. Down by 2, 41 to go. And Kings might still just hit a shot in these next 10 seconds. Who knows? Oscar, the screen. He'll go left. The pass down to Hakeem. Hakeem in the post. Good face-up defense, and he gets double-teamed by Larry. Back out. This is great defense. Oscar goes right. He pump fakes. Fantastic defense, but Mitch Richmond for enough room for three. No. The rebound and timeout by Knicks. That was fantastic. That was like the best possession of basketball I've seen in this game in a while, especially because they didn't get bailed out by a three. Like, I like, you know, that's a three that could have been hit, but all in all, you know, it is what it is. Also, it's funny that Magic Johnson isn't in the game for them. Clyde, he's got some room. He's gonna pass down to Moses, who gets stopped by Hakeem, and that is the time to foul. Moses has got locked up by Hakeem in some of these possessions, and if they do win it with these free throws, which he misses, that was crazy how it bounced back. Hakeem hits the second one. They don't have another timeout, but they do have 13, 14 seconds to work the ball up the floor. Clyde, pass over to Wilkins, pass over to Richie Guerin for three, and that is green. Richie Guerin, white dude from the 50s to 60s. You already know they're gonna give him a three-point shot, even though he doesn't have one. I'm talking the Jerry West language, probably the Bob Cousy language. I mean, you know, they would have adapted. I always understand that argument when people are talking about how those players would have been like today's players if they grew up in today's era, as we need to focus on this last possession on what I'm talking about. Got to Oscar, pass down to Olajuwon, the fade, he'll pump fake, and he greens it. Game over. Finals set match 1, Sacramento. He pump faked and then got even more separation. Moses Malone absolutely bodied by Hakeem Olajuwon. He's being consoled by his coach right now. I don't even know who the hell that is. That's not any of our coaches. Not Red Holzman, Red Auerbach, whichever Red we had. Sorry, we had Red Holzman. I'm not too stupid. Wilt doing the Kobe thing, and unlike usually, Wilt is a champion without much. You know, look at Magic. That's the crazy thing. They had Wilt and Magic on the bench, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's all time teams, dog. Like, come on. I will add secondary positions from these players in case they're not. I mean, I believe Magic already can play the 2. I'm not sure if Wilt can play the 4 though. They're not even showing the middle circle. Look at the one dude wearing the number 2 Knicks jersey. I wonder who that's for. Imagine witnessing this league. It would be just, man. Technically, depending on the perspective, you could say we're already witnessing this league, but that's not really how it works. Yeah, I'm not seeing a godforsaken thing regarding this center circle trophy. I don't know who the hell won anything. I'm just looking at the Kings fans. You know what? The Kings fans are pretty cool, so screw it. Hakeem Olajuwon, insane shot, and 20 points from Wilt in 21 minutes. Oh my God. And Magic just 24 minutes, but he was not cooking. He was cooking nothing. Moses Malone, solid effort aside from a lot of his plays in the time that we were watching. And most of their guys are pretty, you know, they're on par. So Sacramento is your first champion. And that does mean I can't exclude them from this. Larry Bird has to head to Sacramento in a very unexpected turn of events. This team is your champions. I would have guessed it would have been the Celtics by far. But we're about to see what happens in numero dos, season number 2. Playoff leaders, Kyrie Irving averaged 25, but that was in a couple games only. Oscar, 22. Clyde Drexler, 22 in 19 games. My God, Wilt played the most games in the league by far with 25. Oh, and Wilt can play power forward. Oh yeah, y'all got no excuses. Play your players, man. Put Magic at the 2. He can play the 2. I don't know why they're saying Vlade Divac wants. I honestly just override all these players' retirements. Don't leave. You guys are 25, 26, buddy. Don't think about it too much. And don't forget, Victor is still here. All-time Grizzlies going for number 1, and Pelicans, Hornets, Mavericks, Suns. It is going to go to the all-time Mavericks, who obviously our respectable team. And now we'll have Victor Wembanyama. At least if they do draft him. I simulated through the draft. Who cares? Victor, first pick. Hornets might get Brandon Miller in real life. End of the game. The Heat, Scoot Henderson and Chris Murray, Keegan's brother, went number 7 over the Thompson, one of the Thompson twins. Any like steals that I can recognize from, you know, playing this. It doesn't matter. We're playing all-time rosters. Only Victor is really going to matter. Victor and Scoot and Brandon Miller probably. If that, because their potentials might just get cooked by, you know, whatever. And I don't know what's going on here. Oh my God. I forgot to turn this off. Wait, actually, matter of fact, can I just, no, that's not going to work, is it? All right. So I was able to fix it, but I just want to put on something funny. I offered Kawhi with the Raptors and he genuinely declined. Like, he is on the Raptors. This is Raptors Kawhi. I'm bringing him back to his team, and I offered him this, and he has, this is the max you could offer. He has no interest. He doesn't like this team. In real life, you know, it's accurate. It's accurate to the game. So basically, because, you know, I'm a real thinker for real. You know, when I went to Bird Rights, as I scrolled through the teams, it would show me every player that they had that was in free agency. So I just manually re-signed, you know, just every player. And it wasn't no big deal. And for the remaining ones that didn't fit this quota, well, they're not too hard to figure out. So yeah, free agency, only 2 notable players are Kawhi and Julius Randle after the moratorium, because I forgot where I traded Julius Randle from the Knicks. And Kawhi, well, the Raptors didn't, he didn't want to be with the Raptors anymore. So what I'll do with him is I'll just sign him somewhere else and then trade him there, because he's going to decline again. He loved the Rockets though. Guess what, buddy? Back to the Raptors you go. Hey, not for a Swart Thompson though. You can go for a Ibaka. Oh, doesn't work. There you go, buddy. No running from here. And Julius Randle, I believe maybe went to the Celtics. Whatever. You're now a permanent free agent. Sorry. And the one slider that I forgot to turn off, which wasted me a lot of time in my life that I will never get back, was a negotiated contract from NBA to off. So now there's no more contracts at all. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Dang, why are these players getting so much worse? What the hell did you do? I made them 19 and made them 25. Is it because I made some of them older? We ball. Yo, we'll get better again. I don't know, man. He went down by 1, evens out, you know, equilibrium. I don't know what I'm saying. It's kind of funny though. It might actually be because I made them younger than older again. This is the other funny part, right? So a lot of teams drafted a player, which means that some of them will actually cut, which, you know, Julius Randle's, you know, his whole thing might actually not affect anything. A lot of them will actually need to cut a player. Will any of them be interesting? Oh my God, the all-time Suns wave Devin Booker. That's the most insane one I've seen yet. A lot of them just got rid of their rookies, honestly. That's easily the craziest one. Bam is pretty crazy too, but Devin Booker is insane. That's with them barely man, I'm just signing him back. That's insane. Dang, Ron Artest 80. You know what? Screw him. Yeah, no, he's only 88. Yeah, screw him. Hey, I'll let them make their own decisions. They are grown men over there. Speaking of grown men and making decisions, Bob Myers, the Warriors GM, stepped down today. Whereas I'm recording this within the last 24 hours, he stepped down. GM of one of the greatest friends. Shout out to him. And also too, the Knicks GM, Scott Perry, stepped down. You know, I've been watching that guy's every move. He got hired to the Knicks. You know, there's certain stuff like I'm pretty tapped in with a lot of players. And there's certain, you know, front office. When it comes to the Knicks stuff, you know what I'm saying? I know all the ins and outs with those bastards, right? But he got hired when Steve Mills took over the front office, when Phil Jackson got fired back in 2017-ish era. Had a lot of leverage. Then, you know, 2020 comes around and Steve Mills says, hey, I'm about to get fired. So Scott Perry stays on as the GM with the new dude, Leon Rose, who used to be the CAA agent. In case you don't know, our president, the Knicks president, sorry that I'm rambling about this stuff. I like this stuff. Who cares? Our president, you know what I'm saying, used to be an agent for the CAA agency. He was, I believe he even had like a head roll by the near end of it or something of that nature. But he used to be LeBron's agent, Melo's agent, a bunch of people, like everybody. Which is why now we get everybody in the world rumored to us. I think he was Cat's agent as well. Here's the All-Star teams, by the way, in case you care about All-Star teams. Scottie Pippen made the All-Star team, because that's true. He doesn't have Jordan anymore, so there's also that. As the Celtics are the best at 40-11, and the Knicks are second best at 39-14, and the Lakers are third best, 38. Kings also up there, Jazz, Warriors, Clippers. And well, I would assume Scott Perry had a lot less power after whatever. Okay, I'm done talking about the Knicks. LeBron James wins most valuable player on the Celtics. 6th man of the year, Magic Johnson, which is crazy to say out loud. Scottie Pippen wins DPOY. He had to cook over there in Chicago with no mic. Jokic wins MIP, even though I believe, or is there no center in front of him? I don't know. They get stolen. That center, Rasheed Goodrich, coach of the year, executive of the year. I think it's the same guy as coach of the year, so it must be the Celtics is the best again. First team, T-Mac, Penny, LeBron. Dang, T-Mac and Penny on the same team. Karl Malone and Bob McAdoo. Here's the second team, the third team, the defensive teams, and no rookie teams. Not one rookie played. Forget them playing game. We don't care about that garbage. Goodbye to the Suns. Suns, the Pistons, the Spurs, and the Cavs. Maybe I should start taking players from those bums. And screw it. You know, I feel like going a good couple years with this. So let's just simulate the first round this year. At least until like I start seeing, you know, some games. And wow, I'm seeing some decent games though. Some decent series. Okay, so Sacramento first round are gonna smoke the Mavericks, a newcomer to this you know, to this playoff race, which means that for the first time they will be losing their far and away best player, by the way. It's not even close. Dirk Nowitzki, who nowadays wouldn't be their far and away best player because, well, you know, as a, oh dang, yeah, they have rookies now. This dude's pretty trash. So yeah, you could yeah, get rid of him. Nowadays Luka's like a 97, so they're much closer. The Heat have been eliminated by the Knicks, which this is a huge one. LeBron James, after they lost Larry Bird in the finals, they now get LeBron James to replace him. That's a pretty solid acquisition. The Milwaukee Bucks have lost to the Celtics, which means that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, crazily enough, will be joining this already insane team. This dude Kobe Jones has become that good. We could trade him. LeBron, Jordan, Kareem, Bill Russell, Bob Cousy, Havlicek, Mikhail Cowens. It's all over the place, dog. There's no Bird because, hey, we took him and now he's on Sacramento. The Lakers got revenge on the Nuggets, making pretty quick and easy work, but sadly for them, and they're not getting the greatest acquisition. I don't even know if David Thompson will play many minutes for this team. He might. I don't know why their overalls went down so much after the first year. I genuinely have no clue. Maybe it's because like 25 is an age sometimes where I'm doing simulations where I'll just see a player randomly go down in overall before he goes back up in like the next 3 years. Now, this is definitely an odd sleeper team. The Brooklyn all-time Nets have defeated the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, Allen Iverson has joined Julius Erving on another team. He just left them for another team. He's now alongside Jason Kidd, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Vince Carter, Kenyon Martin, and Kenny Anderson. And Brook Lopez, the all-time leading scorer of the Brooklyn Nets. You know, I just think it's funny to reference that all the time because, you know, I gotta have a little bit of Nets rivalry. I don't hate them too much. And every remaining game is game 7. So screw it. If you give me gameplay, you give me gameplay. But I don't think they will because the Magic just made a crazy fourth quarter comeback. Actually this whole second half to defeat the Bulls. The Bulls getting bodied over and over again, and they will now lose Scottie Pippen, the defensive player of the year, to an advancing, oh, Greg Dickey's pretty good. Yeah, Dennis Scott, sorry, buddy. Yeah. Scottie Pippen's now the best player on their team, but they had the better team, which is why they, well, you know, won. The Clippers versus Warriors, a kind of storied 2010s matchup. At least it was well documented and how much the Warriors smoked them every single time. And it's going to happen yet again. 121-101. As far as Derrick Rose is now the best player on the Bulls. But with that being said, Bob McAdoo, not the craziest acquisition, but a solid one, though. He will now be a Golden State Warrior. Goodbye, De'Aaron Fox. And lastly, Utah, who I don't even remember if we saw last year, but they're playing the Rockets, who obviously lost Hakeem, and they're maybe about to lose somebody else. The Jazz still intact, for better or worse. And the Rockets, after losing Hakeem, will now lose Karl Malone for Moses Malone. My bad. They're both named Malone. So they have a Karl and Moses front court now alongside Adrian Dantley with John Stockton and Pete Maravich in the backcourt. It's kind of satisfying that the top 5 players will actually be the starting lineup for once. Second round, you got the insane Boston team against Scottie Pippen in Orlando. We'll see if this can be upset, but they're starting Rashard Lewis against like 40 greatest wings of all time and Kareem with Bill Russell off the bench. And I think another center that I'm somehow forgetting that was really good that I'm forgetting again. The Knicks with LeBron and Dominique and Melo off the bench and everybody else playing against the kind of crazy Nets team, which is surprisingly headlined by Brook Lopez starting at center. I know I was joking. I saw him very low on the rotation. I did not think he was the greatest center for their team. I guess so, though. Like even just the greatest center to make a pit stop. The Sacramento Kings, formerly I believe the Rochester Royals, or maybe I think that's correct. Playing against that newly acquired Moses Malone-led Utah Jazz team. The Kings obviously the reigning champions, so good to see them make it out the first round. And the Lakers Warriors, always a nice thing to see here. Elgin Baylor is actually starting at the 4, and LeBron isn't gone, so I guess James Worthy is just better than him and starting at the 3. Also, the Warriors with Tim Duncan and Clyde Drexler, so yeah, there's that as well. Okay, the Orlando one isn't really a shock. Crazy enough, yet another player, Scottie Pippen, will be moving to the Celtics. Will this finally be the year where they can't be stopped because they have so many godforsaken basketball players? The Knicks and Nets one ends in 5. Also not the craziest shock because the Knicks obviously made it very far last year, but the Nets are a very stacked team. And well, a headlining part of that stacked team, Mr. Julius Erving, not Randall, is going to be joining the New York Knicks. Maybe at the 4, maybe at the 2, maybe nowhere, maybe the bench. Our first great matchup. It is game 6. The Warriors are, I believe, down 3-2. It'll say on the bottom right in a second. Lakers. Kareem is at the line. Obviously, they are at Magic Johnson down, and I don't believe the Warriors lost Wilt, right? So they have Bob McAdoo starting at center. Or did they lose Wilt? I don't even remember. It's too much to keep up with. Steph Curry, can you keep the team out of it from losing up? Hell, maybe you or KD or something. Or actually, probably just Tim Duncan. Yeah, Tim Duncan probably. Steph Curry, Curry gets the screen. He goes right at Kareem. He drops it down to McAdoo. It gets solid positioning, but passes it out to Clyde Drexler, who isn't much of a shooter. I don't know why he's shooting that. Elgin Baylor back up the other way. You know, real old man buckets about to pull up on us, and Kobe's gonna pull the three immediately and green it to give them a 3-point lead. Real nice. Barely even heard it. Steph Curry, though, you're pretty good at that. You want to tie the game. He actually pump fakes it, but he does not take it. He's gonna hand it off to Clyde Drexler. Drexler now back to the basket, hands it off to Duncan. Duncan back to Drexler. Drexler gonna get the screen from McAdoo. I'm not sure where they're going with this. Kevin Durant has not touched the ball the entire time, but a great pass and a dunk by McAdoo. Obviously, there's also foul outs in here, but there's so many players you wouldn't imagine anybody would foul out. Also, I saw Shaq trying to sub in, so there's that. Jerry West will pull up mid-range, but way off, and the rebound by Kareem, and he hits it. 55 seconds to go. Good rebound by Kareem. Undersized Warriors team, at least at center, but McAdoo, I believe, is like 6'9". And Curry will pull up a moving three, but miss it. Rebound by Abdul-Jabbar Alcindor if you must. And oh, what an awful pass. Nearly threw away, but this time it is thrown away. Steph Curry's going to get it, and Steph is going to take his signature 2K16 layup to bring them within 1 point, but they're still down by 1. And will they foul is the question here. Jerry West with room, and he'll pull. Will he end the game? No. The rebound by McAdoo. Jerry West might have just sold by taking a 3, but he gets the steal. Jerry West. Nah, man. I wake up every day and I question myself on how, I don't know if I would normally be doing this if it wasn't, such a successful channel. I still can, I can respect game. How the hell does weird stuff like this keep on happening? That is not like a common occurrence. The pass up court and the steal by Jerry West after Jerry West nearly sold the game. And hell, he might still sell the game because they're only up by 3. Steph Curry is still on the basketball court. And hello to the people, the security. No, that's the coaches. I'm talking about security guards. I was at Madison Square Garden too much. I would look at the sidelines during the timeouts as these mad security guards. I don't know why the coaches were discussing away from the team though. The pass into KD, Kevin Durant, who by the way, I've been playing a lot of like I was saying, playing a lot of games and stuff, and my god, they made his jump shot slow as hell. Curry with room from 3, he bricks it. Rebound by Duncan, and Duncan will take, no, he won't take the dunked up block by either Shaq or AD. Are we about to have to bring back up those AD arguments? Oh my god. Oh, Shaq got it. He might have fouled. The game didn't call it though. Dang, he did something. He definitely, I don't know what happened here. Go up, bring the camera, pan upwards. No, it's screwed. I give up. Matter of fact, speaking of that, what's the thing you can do where you see the cool little screenshots? Oh yeah, look at that, man. Look at that beautiful stuff, man. Now, if only you made the dunk, if only you didn't get blocked. Jesus Christ, the whole thing is just him getting blocked. Look at all these, look at how beautiful these screenshots are. Take this thing off the screen. Oh my, that's nice. Looks like we're in an old school era. I'm gonna take this one for myself, man. Here go 2 more for y'all, man. That's nice too, but not as nice as the first one. Jerry West, if only he didn't brick this shot, it'd be iconic. These look like some 60s screenshots though. They really do. AD to end the game, he greens it, maybe to end the game. You never know. Steph Curry is on the court, and we've seen a lot of turnovers and block shots and a lot of weird stuff. Steph Curry back up the other way. He'll probably pass it up or not. Yep, pass over to Duncan, back over to McAdoo, back to Curry, and he bricks the 3. The Warriors have been eliminated. I could stick around, watch the end, but screw it. Steph Curry 31 points. The AD's 32. Wow, Anthony Davis with 32 points in the Warriors, and just like that, it's not Tim Duncan. They will be forfeiting Stephen Curry after losing Magic Johnson to the Los Angeles Lakers. Michael Cooper, enjoy your time in Golden State. Kobe Bryant now with Steph Curry at the helm, probably starting over Jerry West, I would assume. In a very weird matchup, Utah against Sacramento. Sacramento up 3-2 in the series, but Utah currently up in the game, and Utah will stay up in the game. They've never lost the lead after that, I don't believe. Pete Maravich had 25 points, but Sacramento will make quick work in game 7. Not the quickest of work in the series, but in the game. 30-point win, wild win, crazy and dominant. And the champions, oh man, I don't know if this will be a bad luck charm, but they are taking Karl Malone. Karl Malone is now on this team, and we have our conference finals matchup set. LeBron versus himself alongside the Knicks against the Celtics. I mean, the Knicks swept them last year, so even though the Celtics look insanely better, they had LeBron and Jordan last year and got swept. And Larry Bird, though, not on the Knicks anymore, on the Kings, up against the Lakers. Wilt against Shaq, Dirk against AD, Larry Bird against Worthy. Really solid matchups, honestly. And man, oh man, the Celtics are getting the Knicks out of here, but maybe not. I don't know. Nope, it's over. The Knicks have lost to the Celtics, and oh my, I just realized what's about to happen. Oh, for the love of God. The Celtics now have, and by the way, obviously you might be like, oh, don't do this, don't do, buddy, this video is supposed to be stupid. It's a dumb video. They now have 2 LeBrons, and one's worse than the other. This isn't Lakers. This is Miami LeBron. I'm like, why does he have the Lakers jersey on? I don't really know, but he doesn't anymore. Shoot, he's got a Celtics jersey on now. This LeBron always looks weird to me. I guess I don't know what jersey he's necessarily necessarily wearing, but it looks like he's just wearing a default jersey or a Spurs jersey or something. Like, I don't know what style of Cavs jersey that is, assuming, yeah, this is a Cleveland one. The Kings and Lakers are much closer series, and these are just elite games. You know what I'm saying? It's not that game 5 is a deciding factor or anything, but, you know, why not watch a good little game here? I've been watching a lot of playoff basketball. You know, it's harder to watch regular season as I get older because I'm like, oh, I could be doing something, you know, productive with my life than watching a regular season basketball game. But nonetheless, Karl Malone's got the basketball. The pass down. Oh, Larry Bird for 3. Larry Bird, the green, take a 3-point lead with just under a minute to go. Yo, NBA, call me, dog. I want to commentate a game. Someone call me. Jerry West, the pass down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem against Wilt, and Kareem takes the patented skyhook, misses, gets his own rebound, and puts it back up. Honestly, I respect the hustle. I bet it was a rare occasion that he got his own offensive rebound off of a missed skyhook. Oscar Robertson now, he'll go, pass it to the left. Malone passes it down to Chamberlain. Chamberlain guarded by Baylor, which is a mismatch of hell, and he is going to dribble out and pass to Robertson. But you know what? He will be getting a pick and roll here against his former teammates, and wow, that is a shot by Robertson. I guess those are Wilt's former and current teammates since he's still on the Lakers technically. You know, multiple aliases. Steph Curry goes between the legs, steps back, down by 3, and it's Steph Curry. You know what he does, but does he misses mid-range shots is what he does. Steph Curry bricks, and they're about to go 3-2, go down 3-2. Oscar hit 1 free throw, and I'll be clicking the hell out of that Simcast button. There it is. Goodbye. 5-point win by the Kings, and David Thompson led the Lakers in scoring. Very surprising. LeBron was 3rd with that 95 overall card he has. That's actually benched behind James Worthy or Baylor or somebody. And Wilt had 27 to lead his squad to the win. But the Lakers will come back in full effect. Will it be a win? Yeah, it's a win. It's a win. LeBron, it says stars. There you go. Maybe they finally started them. And game 7 in Sacramento. Both guys, you know, not much traveling. One of my friends pointed out actually that yeah, the Warriors never traveled outside of the California for their entire playoff run this year. They played the Kings and the Lakers, so they literally never traveled anywhere else. Now they're in Cancun. As the Lakers, though, they are sending the Kings to Cancun. Very kind of surprisingly, Kobe Bryant, Western MVP to LeBron. The Kings have an entourage of players to choose from, but the one that they will be getting over there in Los Angeles is who they already have technically. A prime Wilt Chamberlain will be going to the Los Angeles Lakers. RIP to the Kings, you know, last run. And I just realized we have the Celtics and Lakers. They made it here in year 2 after losing some of their guys, getting some back. Magic no longer a Laker. Instead, you got Curry. The Celtics no longer have Bird, but instead they have Jordan and LeBron and Kareem and Wilt. Yeah, Shaq's at the 4. Jesus. See, that's what I'm talking about, though. That's what I was waiting for. You know, a team to pull the trigger on something stupid like that. Put Shaq at the 4. I like that. These Celtics looking like they're going to run away with... Oh, whoa. No running away. 35 seconds to go. You never know what'll happen. What a comeback by the Lakers. This might be an all-timer. A kind of mixed up Celtics and Lakers team. I mean, kind of is an understatement. I just realized, yeah, they got Scottie and Mike. Look, Scottie Pippen's in the game right now. Michael Jordan is not. And the pass will go down to Kareem. They like to run through big men in this game. You know, respectable, especially with these guys. And Kareem is running down the clock. Will he get a good high profile, you know, not high profile, I guess, kind of. Bill Russell wearing 16 is insane, by the way. Oh my God, the block by James on Bill Russell as he was about to take a garbage shot. Steph Curry, LeBron, Kobe, LeBron, and another LeBron. And what is happening? Steph Curry's gonna take the last shot. Steph Curry fadeaway 3, and he bricks it. Oh, the rebound by Bill Russell and Steph Curry, the man you, I guess, don't want with the ball. We know his you know, late game statistics by now. Everybody knows that man is like 0 for 10 on game winners in the playoffs, in the clutch, or maybe just in general in the clutch. I don't know. 24, 5 and 5 by LeBron, and 22, 6 and 7 by the other LeBron. And then the other LeBron is, shoot, he's down here somewhere. We are definitely playing basketball. Shout out to Curtis Blow. But like, the only thing holding me back from commentating is that they usually talk a lot slower. I could talk slower. I could do it. I could get in my media train bag. 132, 116, 25 and 13 from Kobe, 17, 9 and 3. I do see a lot of people still commenting like, oh, Clique, what are you doing? Take out your retainer, buddy. I don't have a retainer and I got jaw surgery. My mouth is still numb. It's only been 3 months. I've seen a lot of comments like that have, you know, missed up on the lore, as the Lakers are smoking them so far. I mean, at least in the last 2 games, they now take a 2-1 lead. You have less minutes to LeBron. I don't control that. That's not me. The Lakers, man, holy hell, winning the battle of whatever. I mean, we're not going to see this in real life, but we'll see in this all-time weird rendition with Michael Jordan in the game. And they are up 3-1. Will they blow a 3-1 lead? Steph Curry is on the team, but the Celtics almost just blew a 3-0, or well, no, actually, the Heat almost said that. We haven't had a close game since game 1, as it said the captain dominates. They had only 2 players in double figures. 92 points for an all-time team is insane, as the Lakers folded that one. Celtics are gonna force game 7. LeBron James of the Celtics, 29 points. And game 7 in Boston, no team has ever came back. Hey man, they got 2 LeBrons, not even 1 LeBron, 2 LeBrons. Oh man, yo, slow down the game speed, because oh yeah, no, just go in. I don't care that there's 3.5 minutes left. I don't think you understand. I don't care. And honestly, I'm getting tired of moving these players around. That's making me want to end this video. Also, David Thompson's in the game. Look at David Thompson, number 9. In the 6 upside down. What number does he wear in real life? I'm trying to think. Would I know what number David Thompson wears? I definitely had him in my team one year. He might have been a domination reward. David Thompson. It's probably a low digit. I don't know. I can't think. I could look it up. Is it 33? Screw it. I'm not gonna. I actually think it's 33. LeBron steps back. It's tied 120, 120, 3:17 to go. They might not have their final lineups in right now because there's still a good amount of time left. But Mikhail's in the game. Bob Cousy's in the game. LeBron's in the game. Jordan's in the game. Kareem's in the game. And the pass over to Cousy for 3. Oh my God, that's in his bag now. What did I tell you about those 50s, man? They got to give him some sort of skill. I was saying though, I do think the players from the 50s would be much better in this era. Obviously, they wouldn't be wearing Converses, and they would be, getting, statistically backed meal plans and diets, and that is a meal plan, and workouts, and actually doing the correct things and not working 7 jobs. And yeah, and Jerry West pull up misses. Speaking of old, oh my God, Kareem snatches Wilt shot. Bob Cousy, the pass down to Kareem. That is the most insane sequence. Kareem on the Celtics, by the way, is just weird, especially because he's still on the Lakers, but he's on the bench right now. And matter of fact, speaking of the bench, they just subbed in Shaq in at the 4 for the Lakers. Jerry West is in. They got Curry on the bench. Jerry, the spin, and a beautiful spin, but he's going to go up anyways. And the Clippers GM with a nice shot. I don't know if he's still the GM or the president or whatever he was, but hey, he's a dog. Jerry West cuts it down to 3. Still 2:10 to go. And the Celtics, they reconsider things. Maybe they got Red Auerbach over there revived. I mean, Holtzman. I'm mixing up the 2 again, man. They're both named Red. How many people are named Red? Those are literally the only 2 people I know in history named Red. But there's probably a lot of people named Red from like that 60s era. You probably have a grandfather named Red. I don't know. Great. But me personally, I just know basketball, and those are the only 2 people I know named Red. Is there another Red? The pass into, Bob Cousy. I don't know. He's right there. There you go. 2:08 to go. Cousy over to Mikhail. Mikhail back to Cousy. Cousy hezzies. Cousy over to James. James for 3, and that is green. LeBron takes a 6-point lead. Number 6 formerly, currently 23, at least in the Celtics jersey. Hell, his other alias might be number 6 right now as we speak. Jerry West, the pass down to Kobe, and Kobe guarded by Jordan. Kobe, the fadeaway is good. Some of these matchups just go over my head. There's too many people. Kobe is playing Jordan right now. Like, what is going on? And this is still, once again, you're tuning into game 7 of the NBA Finals. Look at me, I'm on my back. Someone, there's like 200,000 people that view every single one of these. Someone tell the NBA. Don't underpay me though. Jordan is wearing 22. Wow, what a shot. That is disgusting. Who that? Oh, right, LeBron is 23. What am I? Hey, LeBron fans about to run with that one. And Kobe, the pass down to Jerry West, who hits the tough layup. Would have been nice if he could have dunked to save us from the suspense. LeBron, 134 to go in this game. LeBron back up the other way. He's gonna go left and go nowhere and step back and misses the shot. Rebound by Kareem. Kareem double covered, and it's a double cover like he was an NFL wide receiver. O'Neal up to O'Brien. Almost said O'Brien, like Johnny O'Brien. Shout out to him. He's an assistant coach. Jerry West for 3. That is off. And oh my, Wilt tried to go for the putback, but LeBron took it away from him. And Kareem's trying to get open on the roll here, but he is not. LeBron instead will take it and get the N1. I believe that was over. Oh, Elgin Baylor. Elgin Baylor with a big time side disadvantage to LeBron. It looks like we have watched in real time the Celtics take this one back. The Celtics, as Kobe is going to brick a 3. Wilt rebound back out. Kobe again. Bean with the double crossover, spin move, pump fake, back to the post, past the Shaq. Shaq over to Baylor, who should not be taking a 3, especially a fadeaway one. Yeah, man. The Boston Celtics with double LeBrons and Michael Jordan have came back from down 3-1 after winning game 1, actually. So 3 straight games to another 3 straight games to 1. And wow, Jordan bodies him, takes a 9-point lead. Kobe Bean all the way to the post. Oh my God, behind the back. You are not Curry. Pass. Oh, West with 3. If they foul, I will be simcasting out of here. I do not care. They're fouling. Don't care. We don't need to see this celebration. It's kind of going to be a crazy one, though. 136, 120, whatever win. LeBron had 40 in 28 minutes. That's insane. That is insane. Yeah, that's LeBron. All right. Game 7, down 3-1, 40-point win. LeBron James, 99 overall. And you know what's crazy? The Celtics, in the name of the game, now get to take Wilt Chamberlain, and they just have almost every great player, and their worst player is Kevin Garnett. Like, dog, this is insane. They have all of the greatest players, man. They have some bench players, some 11th mans that would be starting on some of these other teams. Them and the Lakers are easily the best right now, though. And we're just gonna go, at least at this rate, one more year just to see if anything will change. I know I had like Victor drafted and stuff, but dog, it's gonna take a while for him to make an impact in this league. That little shrimp trying to get out of it, man. Chill out. Oh, I already did it once. Oh, already did it once. Oh, Vlade's not even on the team anymore. Sorry, Vlade. They released Vlade for what's his name, for whatever rookie they drafted. Dang, the draft lottery, the second thing, because there's no Hall of Famers. That is great. No staff retirements, no nothing. And the Grizzlies looking for one. Spurs get it again. I mean, they didn't get Victor in this simulation though, and they can draft Bronny. Well, let's see if Bronny goes to one of the LeBron-led teams. Bronny. It's possible. No, the Pistons. No. Oh man, hopefully I'm not stupid. I remember to turn off the dumb thing this time. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing all the free agents from last year. Don't care. Breeze the hell through that. Thankfully, nobody's overalls was too, fluctuating this offseason. That's good. This is actually what I like. Yeah, I'm gonna do this more often, even though they went down a little bit at the beginning. Nice little 25-year-old simulation. They're gonna eventually go down, but I can't change everybody's. That's the thing. 2K, if you watching this, change it so that I can do this. Click. Oh, it's gonna be Summer League now, isn't it? Bastard. Can I still do it? Yeah. Do it so I can go here and then click here and then go here, and I could change. You could change the peak start and peak end thing. You know what? I was about to tell you respectfully to add it, and it's a very niche thing. Can't edit. I don't think it was in their previous years. I don't believe it was. Since everything was correct this offseason, let's see if there's any crazy, cuts from the teams, because hell, if the Celtics drafted anyone, there definitely will be. My God, inevitably, it'll at least be Bill Sharman. Okay, so some of them obviously just Bronny James waived the what? Oh, is this a trash Wilt Chamberlain? If it's a trash Wilt Chamberlain, Brandon Miller already waived. My God, Jaren Jackson, De'Aaron Fox. Okay, good. Nothing too crazy. Oh, wait. Let me make sure that's not the Wilt that just almost was winning the championship, right? Yeah, that's the old Wilt that's kind of mediocre. Okay, that's respect. But the best player in free agency now is a 92 overall Robert Parrish, and honestly, they can't even sign him because I don't allow them to. Well, they might be able to somehow. There's always workarounds in this game, man. Shout out to the Raptors. Oh no, who was it? It might have been the Raptors that they signed AJ Griffin's father as their new coach, Adrian Griffin Sr. It is the father of the dude that just got drafted to the Hawks and hit a couple game winners this past year. And I always like Nick Nurse just got fired from the Raptors and whatever, but I felt like he had a pretty successful run until I guess now. And if anything, they're probably going to go into a rebuild mode, so more than that, they gotta, yeah. But I do like when teams hire unproven coaches, because I just saw a report as I opened up my phone. The first thing I saw, here's the all-star teams, do you care, as I saw Derrick Rose was on there just now, that the Suns' top 3 finalists include Doc Rivers. Dog, let Doc Rivers rest. And no, he will not be on ESPN because that voice is insane. The crazy thing is, there was an interview I was watching of Doc Rivers interviewing Kobe back in the late 90s, and his voice sounds normal. That man ruined his voice just from coaching. I don't know, maybe there was some sort of health issue. Honestly, I mean, he's alive. I'm looking at him, so hopefully, he's good now. But my God, if it wasn't though, Jesus Christ, I've never seen a person ruin their voice so much through coaching, because just about always sounds like that. Like Tom Thibodeau, he kind of turns it off. It's when he's screaming that you hear it, as Oscar wins MVP. Victor finally played and won Rookie of the Year with Dallas. Man, they needed him. Yeah, he started all 82 because they traded Dirk, got him stolen away. Kyrie was somehow on the bench for the Cavaliers. I don't even know that's possible. Is he behind Mark Price? Is that it? Giannis on the Bucks, he's still there. DPOY, Jason Tatum, most improved player with the Pacers. Rasheed Goodrich, coach of the year. Here's the first team. It's the Big O, Penny, KG, Bob Pettit, Moses Malone. 68-14 for the Celtics. They are far and away the best, as the Kings are the second best though. And the Lakers are down to 54-28 after losing, who was it? They lost Prime Wilt, right? I mean, they almost got to the finals without him. Well, they did actually. They did. Didn't they steal him right before? All right, here we go. Screw it. Simulating the whole first round through the first round. Oh, wow. Look at that. The Suns made it, and they're probably going to get bounced. Okay, the Pacers. Oh, and the Pacers and the Bulls both lost. The Knicks defeated the Pacers means that Paul George will now be a member of the New York team. John Starks, sorry, but see ya. Not a crazy improvement, at least overall wise. The Bulls got smoked, so Derrick Rose will be heading to the Boston Celtics. Just another player like they already didn't have 40 million of them. A lot of very close series, honestly. But the Spurs are going to upset the Warriors. Not only are they not, making a run again at the finals, but they also are losing Kevin Durant. The team that is currently led by one of their 2 Kawhis. and now KD will be the best player on this team. The Kings, they just smoked Phoenix, which actually means that I was just hovering over the Kings and I saw that Dirk is their best player right now. They now have Dirk and Steve Nash reunited and as one of their 3 point guards, 3 elite point guards at that. They probably got another 2 on the bench. The Pistons just eliminated the 76ers, which means that actually, funnily enough, Isaiah Thomas is literally just going back. Joe Dumars, oh dang. Hey, I'll trade Kelly Tripucka, whatever the hell. Dang, yeah. Nope, I'll stick to my rule. Ben Wallace, oh man, I got rid of the thing. Just messed it up. I'll stick to my rule. Ben Wallace for Isaiah Thomas. Sorry, Ben Wallace, you're probably not even playing right now. But yeah, Isaiah is now back on the Pistons. Miami defeated Orlando, which means that alongside not moving too far away from the state, Dwayne Wade also too alone over there. They'll now have Penny Hardaway in the backcourt alongside him. The Lakers though will be making their run, and they defeated Carmelo Anthony, who is the best player currently on that team. I did not expect that, as Elgin Baylor is the best on the Lakers. See ya, Isaac. And lastly, we actually have a game 7 between yet again Houston and Utah, and screw the first round, whatever. 10-point win by the Jazz. So they will be taking Houston beloved James Harden. I don't know how these players are getting so bad. For JJ Starks, James Harden now the 4th best player on Utah, somehow worse than Pete Maravich. Easily, just I'm gonna sound like a Twitter kid, he clears them. The Pistons just got 4-0 smoked by the Knicks, so guess where Isaiah Thomas is going? Man, this actually repulses me because Buddy was trash when he was with us. Trash coach, trash GM, did everything wrong. I don't want to trade Bernard King for him or Allen Houston or anybody. Was that Rondo? How the hell did you get here? Man, oh man. Okay, 2 eliminations at the same time, 4-1. Sacramento defeats Utah, so John Stockton will be heading to the Kings as well as their 47th point guard. And Boston defeats Miami. I believe Dwayne Wade was still the best player on this team. Yes, he is. So now Dwayne Wade's also gonna reunite with all of his friends over here. My God, he might not even play. And a classic maybe between the Lakers and the Spurs. I don't care. I don't know if I really care enough to jump in, and thankfully the Lakers won't allow me to because they smoked the Spurs. And Kevin Durant will be moving. I'm taking my talents to another team or whatever his thing was. My next chapter, Kevin Durant. He now joins Steph Curry. I believe these are the same 2 Warriors ones, and they join each other on the Lakers. And now for our final round of each conference, you know, for the Bob Cousy Award and the Magic Johnson Award, whatever the hell they're called. It's the Larry and Magic conference MVPs, right? Yeah, whatever. LeBron James, Michael Jordan against the Knicks. Yet again, we get the rematch for the 3rd straight time, even though they stole their LeBron last time around. And the Lakers versus the Kings, a classic. Hopefully they don't rig the game for the Lakers again. And it is 2-0, 2-1 series. They're both going the exact same pace right now, and they went exactly the same, 4-1 in both series. Dirk and LeBron are the finals MVPs, or the conference finals. That means that Boston, oh, this one hurts. This one hurts. They're stealing Clyde, and they don't even need them. I guess he's actually gonna maybe be pretty high up in the rotation. 97 overall, which means he'll actually maybe be starting at point guard. That one hurts pretty badly. And oh man, Elgin Baylor, the Sacramento Kings, their best 98 overall, weirdly enough. And we do not have a rematch of the Celtics versus Lakers, obviously, because they lost, or they just lost. But we have the Celtics versus Kings, the first-year champions versus the last-year champions. So that works. At the pinnacle of it all, this might actually, I might just call it a day here. We have seen a lot of insanity from this. Let's see if we get any classic. The first game is a win by the Sacramento Kings, a 9-point win, pretty clearly. The second game is looking like another clear win for the Sacramento Kings. Oh my God. Oh my, wait, what was the score? 51-32 fourth quarter. That is insane. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that. 51-point quarter. That's got to be up there with like the top 10 quarters in history. And the Kings are still rallying off of that quarter. My God, they are cooking. And oh no. That was the Celtics trying to come back that last game. Yeah, no, the Kings are up 3-0. They're up 3-0. They're looking to regain their throne from the first season after dethroning a lot of teams in the West finally. And will the Celtics, hey, they could come back from their lead yet again. They might have just been trying to make, you know what I'm saying, a new sum, a new peak, new valley to come from, more so to speak. Actually, they were down 3-0, and maybe they'll actually complete the 3-0 comeback in this universe. Game's pretty close. Screw it, 121 to go, even though they're down 3-1. Will this be the end of the Celtics run, the end of their season, end of the video maybe? What did I just do? Why did I bring that up? I did not want to bring that up. I don't want to do anything. I don't think I've ever done that before. I clicked the D-pad before I click start. LeBron James, L. James. That doesn't clear much things up. I'm pretty sure the other L. James is literally L. James, LeBron James. And what a pass, but a steal by Bird. Larry Bird back up the other way with the old school Kings jerseys on. He's going to pull up and wow, Green, the tough shot. Larry Bird is, I've said this, he's one of my favorite players. Growing up, you know, now we got a real, even though he's 7 foot, you know, a real even crazier ambassador for just unathletic people playing basketball, and in Nikola Jokic. Jokic now, he is just the king, the true ambassador. But Larry Bird, that was my guy when I was growing up. And what a pass to Wilt Chamberlain. I wouldn't say Larry Bird was even close to supremely unathletic, though. He was pretty solidly, you know, he has some dog, but, you know, it wasn't no stretch. Also, by the way, as Hakeem takes a jump shot and greens it immediately, my God. I saw like a thing on Twitter recently, and it was talking about ranking the greatest shooters of all time and like greatest three-point shooters, and Larry Bird's up there. Dog, Larry Bird is not one of the greatest three-point shooters of all time. Y'all do not be thinking when you make those lists. He is a great three-point shooter, but like the era wasn't, you know, as Oscar Robertson bricks that, and the Celtics call a timeout, I guess, because they could take the game winner. I don't know why Oscar just forced the shot so quickly. He could have maybe gotten like the last shot of the game with like 2 seconds to go, and then the Celtics could have taken something stupid. But now, as he could have just ended the series, the Celtics still trying to rally their comeback. And Bob Cousy's looking like he's going to run the pick and roll with Kareem, but he get Walt Frazier in the game. Forget Bob Cousy. At least one of our players will get a ring, maybe. The screen and Bob Cousy, the pass down to Kareem, who was guarded by Dirk. Is Kareem at the 4? Yeah, he is. They have Wilt at the 5. I mean, it's not like they're not almost the same height. Dirk is, oh, snap. Nash steps back. He's going to go left and pull up a moving 3, and that is a brick that would have ended the series, but it is now going back to Sacramento as they try and still rally their comeback. As they shake hands, this would not happen in real life. You know, that's fake. They should update that, actually. That'd be kind of fire if teams just walk back, but it would get kind of old if the teams just walk back into the locker room every single time, like the Pistons in the 90s and the late 80s. Elgin Baylor 4 for 12, Mitch Richmond 5 for 13 as they lose this game. Mr. Richmond has been having a solid impact for that team this entire time, but will they still blow that 3-0 lead? LeBron, this would be an insane feat in one video. 3-1 comeback and a 3-0 comeback. Celtics as a whole, and oh wow, they're gonna force a game 7. The captain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 31, 6 and 5 and Jordan's 25. Only 2 players to score 20 in the entire game on the same team. Probably a good formula, but you probably still could lose if your entire team was just garbage. And they are going to do it. The Boston Celtics, man, let me control them. I'm not trying to be a loser. Are going to come back from down 3-0, and look at that. In timely fat, they have both LeBron. Run a pick and roll with both of them. Matter of fact, I'm throwing a lob to the other LeBron. Go LeBron, the dunk. Wow, that was a nice lob. Magic over here throwing behind the back pass for no reason to Steve Nash. We got Clyde Frazier out here. He's going to get a ring. They have made a 3-0 and a 3-1 comeback. The pinnacle of it all. The Kings and the Celtics, 2 champions. Now that they meet, and the Celtics are your NBA champions for the 2nd time in the video. And that is going to do it. I'm going to just end it there. Let me see who the finals MVP is. Jordan and LeBron celebrating as they win a ring together. I didn't do another duo simulation. I need something weird like that. When was the last time I did a Jordan LeBron one? Probably a while. Look at both LeBrons dapping up different people, and Jordan extending his arm really weirdly to, you know, yeah, Dirk. LeBron does the thing. You're not Kobe, buddy. Where is Kobe? Kobe should have won a ring. Are they not going to show me? They're not going to show me again. I'm going to have to wait till the game is over. Celtics fans happy as hell. They did have home court advantage, just like real life, man. They actually did it, though. This is kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Literally, the first video I recorded after that, they actually did it. And Mitch Richmond, though, he was always trying, man. In my book, he has maybe even 3 rings. And Wilt Chamberlain is the finals MVP. That is it. Here are your Celtics playoff stats. Shout out to Derrick Rose. Look at him, man. He didn't play another game after we took him from this other team. But hey, you can subscribe to the channel if you feel like it or not, because you think I'm an awful person. You're probably right. I still walk into schools right now and steal children's lunch money. I'm not even talking about in past tense. I still do it. Don't report me. I'm joking. This is all act. It's been real. It's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. Shout out to Kawhi Leonard. Cut.